So once again, we have a twist and turn. Showing you my dirty boots. That's how they've been since I got here. That leash is for my husband's dogs, who I am walking while I come and use his RV for showers during the day while roughing it up on my land with all the mud and rain. So anyways, last time I talked about the lease, and I said I thought I'd be going back to Florida, and I was waiting to hear from Danny, and he still hasn't decided, so I've been thinking about other things. The land deal looks very, very solid. I'd be shocked if it didn't go through. Both of us wanted to move up the date, but they wouldn't let us, so now I got till April 8th. But the shed is being moved on April 1st, so I don't know what I'm going to do for between that time. But God knows. So I got about 2 weeks. I've been moving stuff out of the shed. I'm glad that the shed's finally getting taken care of. Spending a little bit of time with my husband, but not very much because I'm not still in any place with him to be intimate in any way whatsoever. So we did go to church together, and he is talking to someone at church finally after almost 2 years. So we'll see where that goes. But I guess some of my options would be to, if talked about going back to Florida, even if Danny didn't want to do that program with his dad, but I don't think I can do that because I have not been able to. I feel like I'm back at square one with trying to find a lease. I can't even get anyone to contact me. I would want it to be an inexpensive thing, so I was looking at manufactured or double wides and things like that I could afford, and they don't even answer. Three calls, 3 emails, nothing. So it's the same old thing. So I can't really see that happening. The only way I feel like I can go back to Florida is through that program that we talked about together with his dad. So the other option is, if by some crazy chance the land doesn't go through, then maybe I'll try to talk this husband into developing it, which I've been trying to do for 5 years almost, and working on the restoration of our marriage at the same time. But that seems like a far-fetched idea, and totally not compromising in any way whatsoever with my boundaries and my keeping my holiness, and making sure that he does all the work he needs to do before I would even consider that. So there's that. And then the third option is kind of crazy, but I found this little town in Georgia that has these really nice, I don't know, single wide, double wide. I'm not sure. Some of them are, I guess, or manufactured homes, I think is what they are. Anyway, they're like $800 a month for a 2-bedroom, and they're nice. They're like new, and there's lots of land. It's like very rural, very country. And I would just be basically going to a totally strange town, like 5.5 hours from here and maybe 7 hours from Florida. And I'd be right in between and just starting all over again and see what God does with that. So those are the things I'm thinking of. And I don't know. I can't do anything right now until any of those things kind of start to happen. Like Danny has to say yes to the lease thing down in Florida. This has to work out with this thing in Georgia as I start talking to them, that they're willing to maybe take a 6-month lease. The same thing in Florida. Like, are they willing to do that and not try to force me into a year lease and not have to go through the whole credit application and all that kind of stuff. So I'm still following through with that to see what happens. And then the third one, of course, is that by some crazy chance the guy